Hey guys, I'm doing a little Kettlebells practice. I know a lot of you have been wanting to have some new Kettlebells to work out with. So I'm recording this today. It'll be around 30 minutes. This is kind of what my Kettlebellsers do in class. So check it out, see if you like it, let me know. I'll hit our music and we'll get started. Alright, so grab your bell. You're going to need 2 bells if you have them. If you don't, you can always modify. I'll show you some things you can do when we get to that point. We're going to start with an orbit. So we're setting the bell handle to handle right around our body. Now switch directions. This really opens up the shoulders. One more. Grab the bell by the base. We're going to take it around the head. Open up. One more. Switch directions. Wrap it around your head. Bell right to the heart. We're going to squat and press right over your head. So sit down and then drive it nice and tall. So as you squat, I want you to sit back in your heels. Now singles. Sit and drive. Squeeze that bell right to your heart. Chest is nice and tall. Weights back in your heels. One more. Drop the leg. And we're going to drop into that lunge. So it's 90 degrees in the front knee and the back knee. You're dropping straight up and down motion. Drive through this front heel. Now make it a curl on the way up. So lunge and curl. Keep your elbow in tight to your body so you're not using momentum or your chest to pull that bell. One more. Switch sides. Just a lunge to start. So driving through your front heel. Drop that back knee. Keep breathing right into those legs. Now back and curl. So lunge, curl up. Elbows in tight. Chest is tall. Pull your shoulders back. One more. Squat swing. So we're going to sit down in the squat. We're going to drive through our hips in that swing. Bell just comes to eye height. Forearms should touch the inner thighs. Sit back in your heels as you hinge and squeeze through your hips. Get warmed up to the core and shoulders. Breathe. Almost there. Sit back in the heels. Figure 8. Inside to outside. So you're going to sit down. Chest is tall. Butt's down. You're passing that bell handle to handle. Butt is down. And you're coming into that hammer curl. Chest is up. Weights in the heels. One more. Step it out wide. Toes go out. Single squat with a row. So pull up your chest. Don't lean forward. So we don't want to dip down. We're going to stay nice and tall. A little active recovery here. Knees and toes are out. Drive through the heels. One more. Pull the bell right to your heart. Still a sumo squat. Drive to the top. Tall. 3 pulses, then lift. 3, 2, 1, and tall. Knees and toes are out. Chest is tall. Pull those shoulders back. Figure 8. Sit down. Butt down in curl. Can you sit a little lower? track 2, we're swinging. So you want your heavier bell. We're going to set up a few different kinds of swings. We're going to start speed hip distance. It's not a squat now. It's a hinge. Drive through your hips. So you hinge forward with a soft bend knee. You should be able to lift your toes. Drive. Squeeze your butt. Drive your hips forward. Now we're going to switch at the top. Single arm alternate. Still, dive and drive through your hips. Hinge forward. Your arms are weightless. It's your backside driving that bell. One more. Now, we're going to step. Bell is by that front leg. We hinge forward and we step out. Other arm swings free. Hips stay square. Switch. Hinge and drive. Dive and drive through. Hips have to stay square. Thumb to the back. One more. Skier swings. So you're diving straight forward. Knees are bent. They're soft. It's not a squat. Drive those hips forward. Switch. Lighter weight if you need it. Hinge forward. Drive through. One more. Set it down. Dry off your hands. Towel off. Round 1. It's done. We got to repeat that. Feet hip distance. Drive. Are you using your hips? Arms should not be pulling that bell up. It's all through the back side. Squeeze. Single arm alternate. Hinge. Drive. Come on. Thumb to the back of the room. Feet are hip distance. Breathe. Here we go. Step. Dive down. Drive through. Hinge. Thumb to the back. One more. Step to the other side. Hinge forward. Squeeze. Come on. Fight. One more. Set it up. Skier. Dive down. Bring those hips forward. Stay square as you go down. Square as you come up. Woo! Working through those obliques. One more. Switch. Weight to the heel. Soft knees. Sit back. Light. Almost there. Come on. Dive down. 2 more. 2 hands, spread it out. Regular swing. Hinge and drive. All the way through. Squeeze your backside. And whew. Nice work. All right, track 3. We're moving right through. So here we have push press with some plyometrics. So bell off to the side, we got a little cardio work. We got 2 side steps, 4 high knees. So we're gonna side skate, get the knees up. Skate, skate, knees up. You can keep it a little lower. March it, tap, tap, march it. Or you dig deeper and leap. right tucked into your collarbone. Feet hip distance. Push press. Sit, drive to the top. Come on. Right up top. Sit low. Hand can come to the side. And a little support. Switch sides. Tuck it in. You're going into that squat. Drive straight to the top. Core is tight. Switch. Back to the first. Tall. Thumb tucked in. Lighter weight if you need it. Weights in your heels. Switch. So lean forward. Pull those shoulders back. One more. Set it down. Right back into that cardio plyometrics. Low, low, high knees. Breathe. Can you reach towards that opposite shoe? You'll work those obliques. Come on, bigger. Cover, lateral round. Halfway. Come on, big. Remember your option. Side tap, side tap. Pull those knees up. Stay low, but tall in your chest. Two more. This one. Grab your bell. Come on. Tall. Sit down. Switch. Tuck that thumbs. Sit back. Weights in the heels. Switch. Bell rest in the back of your wrist. One more. Switch. Tuck that thumb. Breathe. One more. Set it down. Finish. Come on. Hold those hands up. Pump your arms. Bigger. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Come on. And hold. Woo! All right. 2 more big blocks. And then some core and a stretch. So you're almost there. Woo! All right. This is where you need your second kettlebell. If you have two, we're going to set one down. Handle faces away from you. Make sure it's back behind or in front. Because we start with that bell down, but we're going to be up on our feet. Eventually, we're going down to the bell. This is interval, so it's all about up and down, challenging your heart muscle. We're going to start in that figure 8 to a hammer curl like we did in the warm-up. Sit your butt down and curl. Come on. Butt tap. Lift your eyes, lift your chin. No tipping forward as you go down. You should be able to see the TV screen, the computer screen. Hold. We're going right down to the floor. if you start to turn, you got to get down to the box because we want our hips nice and square, back nice and flat. And we're pulling that bell right to our hip. Wider feet makes it easier to balance, so try that. Walk it over to the other side. Square up to that core. Nice and tall, flat back, and pull right to your hip. If you start to twist, set your knees down in a box. Still pulling that elbow straight behind you. Come on. Last one. Up to your feet. Ring the bell. We're going in to round 2. Make sure that bell's in front or behind, and we sit. Into that figure 8. Sit and curl. This time we're adding on. If you're ready for more, make sure your curl is in tight. We don't want it out here. We don't want to just move the bell with momentum. Curl. Now if you want more, as you curl, lift the opposite knee out wide. You're going to feel it in your core. Freeze. Freeze. Hold. Back down to the floor. Round 2. If you don't have a second bell, then you're just in a plank. One hand down, pull the bell to your hip. Plank or box. If you don't have that bell. The bell just gives us a little more height, so we have room to pull. Switch. Walk it over to the other side. Set it up. Hand on the floor or hand on the bell. Flat back. No pikes. If you need to, you're down. Knees. Come on, pull that elbow straight back. Flat back. Core. Hip square. Looking over your bell. 2 more. Bring it up to your face. Towel off your hands if you need it. We're right back into that figure 8. Sit down. No dipping. Not your head down. Your butt down. Curl. It's only that bicep if you keep it in tight. If it's out here, you're not working your biceps. Come on. Add the leg if you want it. Butt down. Freeze. You're holding that knee out wide. It's working your core. Don't forget about your form on that bicep curl. Woo! One more. Hold. Last round. Down to the floor. Towel up if you need it. Knees, toes, whatever you need to have a nice flat back. Pull that elbow straight to the back. Last one. Walk it over to the other side. Square up. Remember, wider feet, easier to balance. No twisting. Hips are square. Knees down if you need it. 2 more. And hold. Woo! Intervals. We're challenging our heart muscle to stand and go back down to that plank. It uses a little more endurance. Woo! All right, last track is power. So, you're gonna want a heavy bell and a lighter bell. We've got some swings, and we're pairing it. So, we're gonna start with a squat swing. Feet are hip distance. Pull your shoulder blades back. It's that squat swing. So your forearms should touch your inner thighs. You're sitting and driving. Sit, drive. 3. Great squeezing. Come on, finish. Sit, drive. Sit, drive. One more. Set the bell down. We're pairing that with a couple top, singles. Sit down, feet are hip distance. Weights back to the heels. Sit, drive. One more, goblet, squat. Here we go, squat, press, squat, stand. Squat, press, squat, stand. We're working to explode. Here, drive. Get low. Come on, 2 more. Last one. Set the bell down. Catch your breath. A little addition. We got some plyometrics to add to those moves. Big step up, jog back. Big step, jog it back. You don't have to tuck. You can do a shot. Big step, shot. Hit your butt on the way back. Come on. Low, lift, jog it back. Low, lift, jog it back. Up on your tiptoes is an option. Grab your bell. Back to that squat with a swing. Tip, drive. Come on. Remember, we're sitting and then exploding through. Drive your hips. Tall. Sit down. Squeeze. Last one. Lighter weight. Bellies up. Sit. Drive. 2 counts. Singles. Elbows in. Tuck. Sit back in your heels. Are you ready? Goblet. Squat. Squat. Press. Squat. Stand. Finish this song. And we're moving in the core and a stretch. Sit down. Drive. Set it down. Last little bit. Come on. Drop your back. Big step. Land soft. Back and forth. Come on. Let your heart rate come down a little. Dive and jump. Front, back, side, side. Down to the floor. Bring a bell with you. We're going to lay back. We're going to bend the same side knee as the bell. So lift, 2, and lower 2. Now your other arm can be down, and you can come right up onto your elbow. See that? So same side bent knee as the bell. And then lift your chest at the top. Now if you want more, you're coming all the way out. Resist on the way down. Lift. If that bell is too much, you can do this motion with no bell. Try to keep your straight leg out long. And each time you come up, I want you to lift your chest at the top. Resist on the way down. Come on, one more. Switch sides. Bend the other knee. Arm, same side as that bend. The other arm is out. So you have that elbow option. Remember that option. Arm is out about 45 degrees. Lift your chest. Breathe. Last one. Woo! All right, we're gonna move into a bridge. So you're gonna bring your feet as close to your backside as you can. Bell rests on your pelvis, and then you lift and drive through those heels. So here, we're gonna pulse. Lift, 2, 3, and lower, but try not to set your butt all the way down to the floor. Hover. Lift, 2, 3, hover. Don't let those feet inch out. They should be as close to your backside as you can get. Nice long neck, not straining. Set the bell down. Stay in that bridge. Hands rest on the floor. We're going to open and close through our thighs. So you're in that bridge, and you're just opening and squeezing, trying to keep your hips up. Squeeze, lift, squeeze, driving through the heels. Butt is up. Squeeze your backside. One more. Set it down. Woo! Grab that bell. We're almost there. Bell overhead. We're going to lift, lift, and lower. So keep the bell up tall, round your back. Don't just drop. It's 2 counts up, 2 counts back. Lift, lift, and lower. If it's too much on your shoulders, you can keep the bell in a little tighter. Come on, 4 more. Lift, lift, and lower. Last one. Set the bell overhead. It's like an anchor behind your head. Lift your feet up to tabletop. We're going to lift the backside off the ground. Lift and lower. Don't just drop. Lift on the way down. Don't just drop. Lift and try to resist. Last one. Set your feet down. Bring one leg over and reach through. Grab behind your knee and pull toward your chest. Stretch it out. Breathe. Switch legs. So bring that foot right over the knee. Reach underneath. Pull your thigh towards your chest. Oh man, that was a tough 30 minutes. Sweating over here. Hopefully you are. Felt it good. So I would stretch a little bit more. Some of my favorites, Kettlebells really works the hip flexors. So I like to kind of sit into a hip flexor stretch and pull the other shoulder across. Make sure it's not up here. You bring it down away from your ear. You can push it back into a straight leg stretch, not pushing on that front knee. Lead with a flat back. So as you come down in that stretch, you lead with your chest, not rounding down. It's better even if you only go a little bit if you have a flat back and you're leading with your chest, not with your head. And then do the same thing on the other leg. So hip flexor stretch, you're really trying to drive your hip into the floor and bringing that shoulder across and then pushing it back into that straight leg stretch with your chest open and squeezed, shoulder blades back, and you're leading with your chest, trying to really target that front hamstring. Another one I like for the glutes is a pigeon stretch. So you're going to lengthen that back leg and you're going to wiggle this front leg around until you feel the stretch on the outside of your buns. And then you can even fold over that bent leg and stretch there and make sure you breathe through it. So you do that on both sides. Pull the other shoe in. Wiggle it around until you feel it on the buns on the outside. And then bend and forward fold over that front leg. Oh, that stretch always feels really good. And then to hit the core, I like Pyobra. This is from Pyo, but it's like a cobra stretch. You're gonna lengthen out so that your toes are flat, your hands are pressed into the floor, the heel of your hand has all your weight, and you're pressing your hips down as you lift your chest. So it's gonna stretch out the front of your core. You work your core a ton in Kettleworks, in any kettlebell training, because of that offset weight, one weight, all those things you do, you're working your core to stabilize and stay nice and strong. So thanks for checking it out today. Hopefully you thought it was a good workout. I'll try to get some more recorded real soon. Take care. Have a great day.